Hello, thanks for watching the video. So I want to put together this fence that I bought here. It's actually a 15-pack animal barrier fence, 32 inches high. That's what it will look like. Let me straighten up here. Here's the first box I ordered. I'm going to need 2 of these. So they're supposed to be 29 inches long and again 32 inches high. I need about 70 foot. And it's going to be right there in front of those hedges there. You can see I kind of got like a little blockade thing here, tarp that's been there for a while. That's going to be removed. And I'm going to try to carry it out over here more, all the way along the hedges. And I measured that around 70 foot. So hopefully this will be enough. Let's take these out of the box, or take one out of the box anyway to begin with. And I'll show you what we get, because I have no idea really. I know they're black. It's going to be metal. It should be powder coated to hold up in the rain and the weather. Yeah, let's open them up and take a look. All right, let's see what we have. Okay, well, nice and packaged. Instructions. So the hardest part about putting the fence up is removing all the little zip ties that we have here holding the sections in place. Great. So that's what we'll be doing. You can see the rings line up, 4 places. All right, so we'll be driving this in the grass or soil, and look how much depth we have. Let me measure that for you. Okay, so yeah, if we push this down all the way to right here, that's going to give us about 6 inches. All right, so yeah, like 6 inches right here. That's pretty deep for these lightweight sections here. Again, these are, black, powder coated, should be weather resistant, and should hold up for some time, I'm thinking. Let's go ahead and take these to the grass. Now, I got a bunch of these zip ties I'll be cutting off later, but as you can see, it's really simple to do. It's not heavy, bulky. One person, anybody could do this. Any adult, any kid probably, more than 10 years old probably. So anyway, let's go ahead and proceed. And if we find that we're hitting a rock and we need a little more depth, let's just move the whole fence out just a little bit away from the rock. And let's try it right there. Perfect. Check that out. Okay, so I opened my second box and I wanted to show you some other ideas you could try this barrier portable fence on. Here's a carport situation. All right, so maybe you wanted to contain an animal or something, or whatever reasons. Took me like 10 minutes to put this up, and if I wanted to move a car, I could easily just fold them back, or if I wanted to enter, just pull one away like you see here, and then I could just walk through. So really simple. Now the thing is about on the concrete here, you're going to have to stagger them like you see that to keep it supported, and it's a windy day and it stays up. If you just have it completely flat, all these lined up flat, then it will probably fall over unless you stabilize the ends. Of course, you can't do that on the concrete because, as you see, we can't drive it into the soil. We have all the 6 inches remaining. Now I want to show you another idea you could try. All right, so I ordered this a few weeks back. I did make a video of this. This is a 24-inch wide section. It's 24 by 24. All right, now I think they make a 32 as well. It's not going to have the curved top, but to me it's built a little bit better because these rings are wider. See how wide they are? All right, now you don't get the depth to drive in the soil with this. I don't think it's quite 6 inches like the other one that I was working on, but it's so reinforced because they're wider, and I can easily move this one. Unlike the other one, I can easily move the whole section here going across the driveway whenever a car enters or whenever we leave without this falling. So check that out. Okay, and then it stays upright until I can move it again. Can't quite do that with the taller one we're working on. Maybe it's just too tall, but yeah, you saw the reinforcement rings that on that one. So I do like that other one a little bit better for that reason, but this does look nicer, and it is the taller one. So it's an idea. Let's get back to connecting this to our first part of the fence here we've started on. Here's a tip. So I left these up and just kind of tapped them into the ground until I could reach the destination I wanted to. In this case, at the very end of this hedge right here. So I had to pull it as much as I could, get it as straight as I could. Now I'm just going to tap this in, each one. Here is the finished look. We have the 2 boxes up, which actually were 30 panels or 30 sections. Went out about as far as I kind of estimated. This is to protect this particular hedge from certain situations. Now the fence is pretty sturdy. I think it's going to be around for a while. I expect it's not going to be blown over by winds. It should be resistant to snow, rain. This took me about 40 minutes total time to put this whole 30 section fence up. The 2 boxes, they came in 15 sections. So yeah, I guess that's going to be it. So I didn't go exactly straight because I have some of the hedge coming out here and haven't trimmed it yet. But yeah, overall happy with it. Expect it to be here for a while and not have any problems with what I was previously having with the hedge getting killed there. So anyway, thank you for watching the video. Again, this can be used and is, I guess, probably designed for containing an animal in a temporary situation, maybe like you're on a picnic or camping or something. Also, you could use the fence to border your RV. Many situations. So yeah, that'll be it. Thank you for watching. Until next time, have a nice day. Take care.